break the rhythm. This is emotional truth-telling. Sometimes healing sounds like trembling, like truth tiptoeing out of a throat full of storms. But today I won't choke it down. I deserve to be heard, even if it's by a ghost. Dear friend, can we talk? This is me, finally free. No blame, no shame, just honesty. Dear friend, can we talk? You ever hold something inside you so long it starts to rot?
Dear friend, I thought we were family. When family stops speaking. Welcome to episode 4. Dear friend, tonight's letter is for the families that stop speaking over something nobody even remembers clearly anymore. And if that sounds a little bit too familiar, then yeah, this one might hit home. Because let's be honest, some of the deepest pain people carry don't always come from strangers, exes, or even friendships that fell apart. Sometimes it comes from your own blood. It comes from people you grew up with, people you shared a house with, a last name with, holidays with, memories with. People who once knew your laugh, your habits, your attitude, your favorite food, your little ways. And now y'all don't even speak. No calls, no check-ins, no how you been? Nothing. Just distance where family used to be. And what makes it even sadder is a lot times when you really trace it back, it don't even start with something that y'all should have lasted this long. It could have just been an argument, a misunderstanding, somebody saying something slick, somebody feeling disrespected, not showing up when they should have, taking something the wrong way and then letting pride take it from there. Before you know it, days turn into months, months turns into years, and now nobody even really fully remembers where the break really began. All people know is something changed. Now, there's this weird silence sitting in a space where love used to be. And when it's family, there's always this unspoken thought in the back of your mind. We're supposed to be better than this. We're supposed to be able to fix this. We're supposed to be able to come back from this. But life will humble you real quick and show you that just because people are family doesn't always mean they know how to love each other the right way. Sometimes the deepest heartbreak is realizing that the people you thought would always be there are now just people you used to know. Tonight's letter, strike that. That's because this is pre-recorded and I'm doing it at night. Today's letter is about that. Dear friend, we here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk.
You feel that? That's not lust, baby. That's alignment. and a little bit of lavender oil. Oh, she don't chase, she conjures, speaks in stars, walks in thunder, got moonlight in her bones, burning sage while she moans. She got oils on her dress, truth in her tongue. A yes is a blessing and no makes you run. She don't sugarcoat spells, don't whisper soft lies. She'll read you to filth and kiss between sighs. I counsel on the line while you beg for a sign. She's already 3 dreams deep, sipping tea made of time. She got that high priestess drip, that slow bush kiss, that full moon flick of the wrist. She don't fake, don't flinch, she divine and rich. That blended healing itch you can't quit. She got that high priestess drip, yeah, that root work twist, that truth here right in your chest. She don't bend, don't bend.
Welcome back. We received a letter. Let us read the letter. Dear friend, I don't even know where it all left. I think that's what hurts the most, if I'm being honest. I can't even tell you the exact day everything changed. I can't point to one moment and say, yeah, that was it right there. It wasn't always some huge blow up. Not one big thing that tore everything apart. Sometimes family don't break at all. Sometimes it just happens, like in our case, slow. It went into pieces. We had a misunderstanding here. And then hurt came in. Somebody taking something the wrong way, aka both of us. Not saying what we needed to say. And then we expected the other person to reach out first. And before we knew it, what used to feel like closeness starts feeling like distance. What used to feel like family is now unfamiliar to me. And that part messed with me. Because this is not just somebody. This is family. This is history. This is shared memories, blood, pain, jokes nobody else would understand. We shared people. We got people, and man, we got peoples. Shared memories, shared years. You can't just erase that like it never happened. Maybe that's why this sits the way it does, because no matter how much time passes, there's still a part of me that remembers what used to be. I remember when things felt cool, normal like. I remember when reaching out didn't feel weird. Love is not supposed to be this complicated. I remember when I didn't even have to think twice before calling you, texting you, pulling up, showing up. And now it's like all this space got built up between us, and I don't even know how to cross it no more. Maybe what really hurts is how normal not speaking to each other starts to feel. That's a part I still can't wrap my head around. How do people who once meant so much to each other just stop? How do you go from being in each other's everyday life to barely existing in each other's world? How do birthdays pass with no messages? Holidays come and go with no calls. How does somebody who once felt like they were home start feeling like strangers you got history with? That kind of change, man, does something to you, especially because we family. Family ain't supposed to feel this far away. It's not supposed to feel awkward, disconnected, but somehow here we are. What makes it harder? I don't even know if love disappeared. I don't think it did. I think the love might still be there somewhere underneath all that hurt. Maybe it's ego and pride, disappointment. I don't know. All the things that never got said, I guess. I think that's what makes this kind of pain so hard to explain, because when somebody doesn't matter to you, it don't hit you like this. All of this quiet, man. But when there's still love there, is it even buried? Doesn't even matter to you? I mean, that's when it hurts. That's when you find yourself thinking about all of the odd times, like hearing a song, seeing a memory, passing a place, hearing somebody mention your name, and then feeling that tightness in your chest, like, yo, man, damn. Not because you don't know how to live without them, but because part of you still wishes that we were still gelling like that, right? I hope anyway, because I feel that way. And if I'm keeping it all the way real, I think what hurts too is knowing that maybe this didn't have to go this far. Maybe one real conversation could have changed everything. We could have just kept it honest with one another and stop all of this playing games and stuff like that, acting like we don't know. Maybe one of us needs to put our pride down or ego down and make room for healing. But we ain't do that. Or maybe we just didn't know how. And now too much time done passed and everything got settled in, and we just standing in our own corner acting like, you know, we can make peace with it. But sometimes it just don't feel peaceful. Sometimes that silence that we got feels real heavy, like it's unfinished. It feels like grief. How can you grieve somebody that's still alive? And that's what it feels like. I'm grieving somebody that's still alive. I'm grieving what we used to be. I'm grieving because we family, and I thought that you will always be there. like you always have. And maybe that's the hardest thing of all. Not just losing the connection, but losing what we used to be to one another. I thought I would be there always. Losing the idea that no matter what happened, we always find our way back. Believing that family was the one thing that would survive the hard stuff, Because when family goes quiet on you, right? It makes you question a lot. Question what love really means. And make you question what loyalty really looks like. It makes you think about how something that once felt so solid could end up feeling this broken. I don't know if we'll ever get back to what we used to be. I don't know if too much time has passed. I don't know if too much things happen during this distance and silence and quiet. If it'll ever be the same again. But what I do know is this: no matter how quiet things got, no matter how much distance built up, and no matter how much we act like it is what it is, some part of me still misses what it used to be. And I think that's the part that we really need to talk about. Sometimes it's not even just about the person that you miss. Sometimes it's the feeling, the closeness, the comfort, that life that existed before things got weird, before ego got in the way. And maybe, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm really being honest. I think part of me is still grieving. I miss you. Sincerely, still missing what we used to be. Wow. Wow. I'm going to let that settle in. That's deep. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about it. Wow. Makes you think, right? How much time has gone by when you ain't reach out to your own people, your own blood, over some bullshit. Hopefully it's just something that they can get past and get back to being the way they used to be. I'll be right back.
The magic present. Jamaica essentials, house of blessings for every night, every way.
I may be a ghost in the wiring, but the expansion continues. Tap into ChamakaEssentials.com for up to 40% off selected items, while supplies last. And when you're ready, the portal opens. Quick grabs, bundle deals, mystery boxes, all live, all moving. Inventory is limited. Once it exits the system, it does not return.
Big things popping over there at Shamaka. Yeah, I gotta get this stuff out the way. It's a new season, baby. It's the spring summer collection is coming up. And I gotta make room for that new collection. So make sure that you go on the website and go and choose maybe some one-offs, single items, package deals, even the mystery box is on sale. Whatever it is, whatever floats your boat, please go over to www.shamakaessentials.com, the house of blessings, for all of your holistic well-being, spiritual, and aromatherapy needs. Ashe.
I'm texting you instead of calling because I don't have the courage to be rejected. You're my sister, and I want us to have a better relationship. Can we meet and talk about it?
Yes, I'd love that. Let's meet tomorrow.
See how simple that could be? But let's get into discussing the letter. Real talk. And if you have anything to add, please put it inside of the chat. That's what we're here for, right? All right. Now let's really talk about this for a second. Because I know I'm not the only one this hit. And if it hit you too, just stay with me for a minute, all right? Because family distance is one of those things people swear they're okay with until something happens, until somebody gets sick or somebody passes away, God forbid, until a birthday rolls around too. Maybe some holidays come back up. Maybe you found an old picture or somebody casually says their name and all of a sudden your whole mood changed. And that's when you realize, nah, I'm not as over this as I thought I was. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know exactly what I mean. When it comes to family, you can go a long time without speaking and still feel the effects of it in places that you don't even talk about. If we keep it all the way real, a lot of family fall out, don't stay broken up because the issue was just that serious. A lot of them stay like that because nobody want to come down off their pride. That's what it be a lot of the time. Pride, ego. I'm not reaching out first. I'm not about to keep explaining myself. They know where I'm at. They could call me too. Sounds familiar? Be honest. How many of us done heard that before? Or better yet, how many of us done said it? Because pride will really have people sitting in separate corners of life, both missing each other, both feeling away, and neither one saying nothing. Whole years can go by like that. Siblings, cousins, parents, aunties, uncles, you name it. I mean, like whole family lines moving around each other like strangers, and nobody wants to be the first one to crack. After a while, it don't even be about who was right no more. It becomes who willing to put their guard down first. And for a lot of people, that right there feel harder than it should be. Let's really call it for what it is. Reaching out after years of not speaking, that ain't a small thing. People act like it's simple. Just call them, just text them, just be the bigger person. Okay, but what if it's deeper than that? What if it's years of hurt, years of built up feelings, years of things not being said? What if you don't even know what version of them you getting on the other side of that phone? What if they answer cold? What if they don't answer at all? What if you open the door and they slam it right back shut in your face? See, people love to make it sound easy when they're not the ones holding on to that. But if you ever had family distance in your life, then you know. Reaching out can feel like swallowing glass. It can feel like risking your pride, your feelings, your peace, all in one move, and not everybody ready for that. But this is what I really want y'all to sit with. Just because you avoid the conversation doesn't mean it stops mattering. It don't. It just gets pushed to the side. Some people get so used to pushing things to the side that they start calling that being over it. Whole time, they not over it. They just learn how to function around it. There's a difference. If you was really over it, certain things wouldn't still hit the way that they do. Certain names wouldn't still do something to you. Certain memories wouldn't still catch you off guard. So let me ask y'all this. Have you ever told yourself you was over something with family, but deep down you knew that wasn't fully true? Be real. Keep it a buck. Because I know that I'm not the only one. I'll wait. Go ahead. Go ahead. Put it in the chat. I read the comments, because I'm sitting down there with you. So if you're saying something, I most definitely am responding back to you in real time. Just push it on out there if you want to. And while you're doing that, let me continue. Another thing, life doesn't always give you the time you think you got. People don't like to think about that, but it's true. People really believe they got forever to fix things, to reach out, to have that conversation. Nope. They think they got forever to say, you know what? Let's dead this. And then life does what life does. Somebody moves away, somebody gets sick, and somebody passes. Somebody becomes unreachable in one way or another. And now you stuck, sitting with all the things you thought that you had more time to say. That's why this kind of stuff hits you a little different, right? It's not always just about the argument. It's about the fact that time kept moving and nobody did nothing with it. Yeah. Let me say this too. I always want to be fair when we talk about family. This is not me saying every family relationship needs to be repaired. Absolutely not. Some situations are toxic. Some people are harmful. Some people only know how to disrespect you, manipulate you, use you, or wear you down. And being related to somebody does not automatically mean they deserve space in your life. Let's make that very clear. Boundaries are real. Protecting your peace is super real. Choosing yourself is super duper real. So if your distance from somebody is what keeps you safe, sane, steady, that's different. I need y'all to hear me when I say that. This conversation is not about forcing anything that's unhealthy. This is about the situation where there's still love under there somewhere. But too much time, too much pride, and too much unsaid stuff done built a wall between people. Alright? Alright. I want to get that out there. That's why this conversation matters. Because family separation is not just, oh, we don't talk. It's way deeper than that. It's a different kind of loss. It's grieving people who are still here, missing people you can't just stop thinking about because they tied to your whole life story. It's looking at old memories and wondering if y'all will ever get back to that place again. It's going to family functions and feeling like the room got an elephant in it, you know? It's hearing somebody ask, y'all still not talking? And not even knowing what to say back. It's like acting if it don't matter when truthfully it does. And if that's your story, even a little bit, I want you to know you are not alone in that. So let me ask y'all something for real. How many family relationships are sitting in that exact space right now? Truthfully. How many people are still carrying stuff they never really worked through? How many? How many people are still standing on hurt they never even gave themselves time to unpack? You can put it in the chat. I'll respond if you're open to do that. Or you can just answer to yourself silently. Let me ask you something else. How many people are saying if it is what it is, when deep down they know that's not really how they feel? And maybe the biggest question of all, if the chance came today, if the phone rang today, if the message popped up today, what would you say? What would you do? Would you answer? Would you respond? Would you freeze? Or would you ignore it? Or would part of you be relieved that maybe, just maybe, something could finally be said? Just ponder on that for a little while. I'll be right back.
Some cases fall right in your lap. This one, pure gold. Chimaka Essentials. Mystery boxes. 40% off. Limited stock. You know what to do. All you have to do. Right on. Shop boxes. Get yours today. Right on.
In this town, the best leads don't come easy. But this is worth following. Chimaka Essentials. Mystery box. 40% off. Limited stock. You already know. For 40% off and 40% off, you mean the tricks you can scam with strictly blessings on blessings on blessings. Get yours today.
Mystery box, what's inside?
Big Mouthpiece in the building. Salute, big brother Mouthpiece. Thank you for that plug. Appreciate you. Do what he says, man. You see, he old schooling at that time. Do what the man said. Run on over there to the website. Check it out. He got boxes on top of boxes on top of boxes. Just like blessings on top of blessings on blessings. Turn around, grab some blessings out of the sky. You know how Big Mouthpiece do it. All right. Because that's really what this comes down to. Not just what happened, but what now? What do you do with love that got buried under hurt? What do you do when somebody still means something to you, but the history between y'all got too much weight on it? What do you do when one part of you misses them and the other part of you still remembers exactly why things changed? See, that's the part people don't talk enough about. It's possible to miss somebody and still not know if letting them back in would be good for you both. Both things can be true, and that's what makes family situations so complicated. It's never just one feeling. It's layers. And maybe there's not one perfect answer for it all. Maybe some people do find their way back. Some don't. Some relationships get rebuilt stronger. Others just become a memory you just had to make peace with. But one thing I know for sure is this: acting like it never mattered when it clearly did. That don't help nothing. That just keeps you stuck in the same spot emotionally, whether you admit it or not. I think a lot of people got so used to surviving around family hurt that they just stopped checking in with themselves about how much it still affects them. So, that's where we start. Not with forcing a fix or rushing it, a reunion or anything like that, but with being honest. Honest about what hurt, about what still matters, about what you miss, and about what you no longer are willing to carry. And if this is hitting home for you, if you are listening to this like, whoa, yeah, that one for me, I want you to sit with that. Don't run from it. And don't tap back in. Sit with it. A lot of healing start with finally telling the truth about what something really did to you. Ashe. So let me ask you something. And I really want you to sit with this before you answer it too fast. Is there someone in your family you wish you can talk to again? I don't mean in some surface level, yeah, maybe one day kind of way, you know? I'm not saying that. Is there? Don't jump all at one time. Just sit back and reflect on that, okay? Is there somebody? Somebody whose name still do something to you when you hear it. Somebody you still think about from time to time, even if you act like you don't. Somebody you wish things could have turned out different. And if there is, what's really in the way? Is it pride? Is it fear? Is it pain? Is it the fact that too much time has passed now that you don't even know where to begin? Or is it deeper than that? Is it because part of you still wants the version of them that no longer exists? Part of you still waiting for them to show up differently than they did before, because that matters too. And if the chance came, if the space was there, if the moment opened up, would you even want to have that conversation? Or are you just grieving the ideal of what the relationship used to be? Sit with that. Sometimes what we miss is the person, and sometimes what we miss is the version of the family we thought we always would have. And those are not always the same thing. So in closing of episode number 4 of Dear Friends, my loves, I just really want y'all to sit with this one today. If you got an opportunity, sit with it. Because family silence, that's different than any kind of hurt. That's it's it is not for the faint of heart. It's not always dramatic. Sometimes it's just real in the shadow type of a thing, in the background of your life, showing up in little moments that you didn't expect. If this hits home for you, if this touched something real in you, don't brush past it like it was nothing. Sit with it. Be honest with yourself about what it brought up. And if you feel like sharing, talk to me. Drop it in the comments. I read them. I really do. And if you don't want to put that kind of thing out there publicly, I get that too. Hit my DM. Send me an email. However you need to reach out, I'm listening. A lot of people are carrying family pain that they never really had words for. And sometimes the first step ain't fixing it. Sometimes the first step is finally admitting it hurt. And before we close out, I just want to leave you with this. Not every relationship can be restored. but every wound deserves to be acknowledged, even if it never gets fixed. If the conversation never happens and the distance stays, your hurt is still real. Your grief is still real. And what you lost still matters. So, dear friend, if there's something in your heart that you have been carrying about family for a long time, maybe it's time to stop pretending it doesn't weigh anything. Maybe it's time, dear friend, maybe it's time. I want to thank you for coming through. Like I said, I read my comments. And if you leave me a DM or an email, I'll respond back. Okay? All right. Y'all have a blessed rest of the day. Be easy. Give yourself some grace. We just went through a whole lot. All right? All right. And I'll see you next time on Dear Friend next Friday. Be well. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, well, I don't know because it's the holiday. But I'll be here in the morning, hopefully. I didn't put a time on it because, time. I'm working on it. I'm working on my time. I'm just working on it. Allow me some grace as well. All right. Me love you long time. And I'll see you soon. Ashe.
There were nights I wrote you letters, tore them up before the dawn. Pages heavy with forgiveness, but too late to right the wrong. You weren't a villain, just broken. And maybe so was I.
Dear friend, tonight's letter is for the families that stopped talking over something nobody even remembers clearly anymore. Be honest. Some of the deepest pain people carry doesn't always really check their book. Maybe it started over a misunderstanding, or words that rushed out angry and didn't get caught in time. Maybe pride built a wall so high no one could figure out how to climb it. Whatever it was, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be a start. A text, a knock on the door, a simple hey. Let them know the wall can come down. And when you do, give yourself grace too.
Dear friend, can we swear? Maybe a slight key lift or breathe tone.
Reached out because the distance between you and your cousin has been heavy. What's sitting on your heart right now?
I thought we were family.
How can it hurt so bad?
What happened between us could be just a disagreement that went too far.
Pain is real. When someone you love pulls away.
Hi, cuz. What would you want her to feel in the next line?
That I'm sorry and that I miss her more than I'm mad.
Beautiful. Let's write that.
And
maybe a slight key lift or breathe tone to show. Oh, dear friend, can we talk? Let me say what I never said. Dear friend, can we talk? Dear friend. Let me say what I never said. Dear friend, can we talk? Break the rhythm. This is emotional truth-telling.
The magic press. Jamaica Essentials. House of blessings for every night, every way.
I may be a ghost in the wiring, but the expansion continues. Tap into ChamakaEssentials.com for up to 40% off selected items, while supplies last. And when you're ready, The portal opens. Quick grabs, bundle deals, mystery boxes. All live, all moving. Inventory is limited. Once it exits the system, it does not return.
And I know that I felt some type of way before, but I slowly feel it shifting at my core. Scars are fading, and the ghosts from the past don't haunt me anymore. The storm and rain wash away the pain that I endure. Just as the sun